on, KnifeCenter fans? My name is Bryce. I work for CRKT, and we're here at SHOT Show 2019. We've got a couple of really cool new innovations coming from CRKT, and we're going to touch base on them. First up, this is our Provoke. This Provoke is a karambit-style knife designed by Joe Caswell. Joe Caswell is sort of a genius engineer. He uses his engineering prowess to solve issues that other people seem to ignore. And this style of karambit really solves issues that nobody was really paying attention to. As you'll notice, the blade is actually deployed what we're calling our kinematic arms. These two arms will deploy the blade out the back of the blade, and the blade deploys just like that. Unlike a traditional karambit where the blade will actually close over your hand, or you'll have to carry a fixed blade, which is a little bit more, takes a little bit more room, a little bit more difficult to carry. So this solves the issue of the blade closing over your hand and also your deployment speed. Back in the day, where either your choice were to go with the karambit, so you have a thumb stud style deployment, where you have to flip the handle around and deploy right through this side, or you'd have to use a pocket catch, and the blade instantly deploys when it comes out of your pocket. With this knife, you can actually pull the knife out, hold it, and if you need to deploy the blade, choose to do so when you need to. So, Joe did a really great job designing these. We were really excited to get the chance to design it. The pocket clip as well is another cool feature. Actually, it's hard to see. We'll see if we can get it. But if you press down here, you can see the lip of the pocket clip actually rises up. And what that means is this will ride much lower in your pocket towards instead of a general karambit, so you don't get that circle popping out of your pocket. So it looks just like a general knife. It's a CRKT Provoke with kinematic technology. One we're really excited about this year and available at KnifeCenter. Our next big innovation is a new locking mechanism from Flavio Icoma. About every 20 years or so, there's a new knife lock mechanism that comes out that really changes the way people lock knives. In this case, we're working off this main button here. This is the main disengagement for the blade. Once we press that button in, the blade comes down out of the way of the hand. So instead of using a liner lock, you can close the whole blade without getting your fingers in the way. It's simple and intuitive. The other mechanism, and a really important part about this knife, is how strong this lock is. There's two metal lugs, one of which will go through the liner, the blade, and the liner to secure the blade, and the other will go through a liner and the blade. You literally have to shear off these lugs to make this locking mechanism fail. We've tested this in a lab. We found it finally had a failure around 2,600 inch-pounds. It was not the locking mechanism that failed, it was actually the blade breaking. And at the time, we were using a really thick stock, just as a pre-production model. So there's literally almost no way to make this knife lock fail. It's simple, it's intuitive, and it's incredibly strong. This knife we're calling the Seismic, featuring the new Deadbolt technology. A really cool knife, G10 handles, large swept up blade. Just a really cool knife. We're really excited. Flavio's really excited about this new knife, and we'll be excited to see it on this model and future models to come. This is the Ken Onion Slacker knife featuring field strip technology. If you're familiar with CRKT, you'll know the field strip technology allows you to easily disassemble and reassemble your blade. We found it on the home front knives as well as a couple other designer knives that Ken was nice enough to allow us to use his field strip technology on. This new model, the Slacker, I think is one of my favorites at least. A really compact EDC shape. When it's folded down, really small with that top flipper. The handle fits really securely in the hand, and I really love this blade shape. Just really functional, a lot of cutting power along the back end, but you also get the precision up here for choking up and using the knife up here. Solid jimping in a good location for more powerful cuts. Just a really comfortable blade and a really functional overall knife. And obviously, the ability to easily assemble and disassemble the knife using the field strip technology. This is a really exciting model from Ken that he's had out in the past, and I was excited to really see this one come out in the new CRKT line. So we're hoping maybe to see this one done differently in the future too, but as of right now, I'm really excited, and this is the knife that I'm finding myself carry more than just about anything from the 2019 lineup. Hey guys, one more thing we wanted to show you while we're out here at SHOT Show. These new items are called our Twist and Fix. A couple different lines here. This first model in the red features Torx bits here. It's going to be one of those great tools for adjusting your knives. We're featuring a T5 to a T10 Torx on there. And what's really cool about these tools is as you rotate them, you can see that one of the tools stands more proud. So when you're going to utilize a tool, you can actually quickly rotate it, switch between the different sizes. Going from a pocket clip to a center pivot, really simple transition, transitioning straight into it. So kind of a cool tool. This first one is all Torx bits. You can see both sides. All the little guys up to the medium to large sizes. Our next model will probably be more of a household usage. We're looking at small flatheads on this side. You have 3 different sizes with the same sort of action. Just that cool rotation. It's so organic. I really enjoy these little tools. And then on the opposite side, we have small Phillips heads as well. So small into a larger size. So that's the blue version. Moving up to the black model, this one's actually my favorite as far as the movement goes. You can see that really cool organic movement there. But we're looking at Torx wrenches on one side as well as these drivers on the other. And again, same mechanism here. As you rotate, one of the tools will come up and stand more proud. You can get in and utilize it really simply. Another thing to note about all of these is that you can actually take the tools out of its liners as well. It's better when you put it down. But if you want to, you can actually take the tool out by itself and just utilize it on its own. It comes out of the mechanism, no problem, doesn't affect the functionality. And then when you're finished, pops right back in. Final model we have is our socket set. We have metric as well as SAE. So 3 different sockets on each side. This is the biggest and the chunkiest of them all. Really large size, but pretty cool to watch too. You can see those sockets popping up there. So that's the Twist and Fix series. A bunch of different tiles of drivers in there. So whatever you need them for, from your knife collection all the way to little home repairs. So all the products that you've seen today are available on KnifeCenter.com. Check out KnifeCenter for all the new CRKT 2019 products. Thanks, guys.